on tonight, right here, when 2-seeded Boston faces the 3-seeded Knicks. Now, if the season ended today, this will be the Knicks' second game with Jalen Brunson back in the lineup after returning from injury. The NBA players tip off April 19th, the playoffs. And ESPN Sportsbook lists the Thunder and Celtics as close favorites to win the Larry O'Brien Trophy in June. The East #1 seed, the Cavs, are a distant third. Bringing back in our NBA crew, Big Perk, Windy, and of course, Shay Sharpe. Hello again, gentlemen. Perk, tell me this. What team matches up best with Boston in a 7-game series?
Nobody. Molly, I have a better chance of finding a salad in a donut shop than they do beating the healthy Celtics in the 7-game series. It's not happening. Look, let me explain why. One, the Celtics were disrespected after they won their last championship, so they're pissed off. Two, they brought back every single player from their championship squad. Okay, when you look across the board and you're watching this team play this year, their others outside of Tatum, Brown, and the rest of the starting five has gotten better. Peyton Pritchard just might win 6th Man of the Year. Luke Cornett has found his role. His niche has been putting up double-doubles when he get extended minutes. Sam Hauser is a baller. So when I'm looking at the Celtics and how pissed off Jason Tatum has been, not getting enough recognition, low-key having an MVP-type season, I don't see a single team in the NBA that's going to beat this team healthy in the 7-game series. Not one.
Wendy?
Let me say a couple things. One, I think the disrespect for the Celtics is fake. I don't think that's real. I think that's something that they invented. I know Jason Tatum didn't get MVP of the finals. He wasn't the best player in the finals. He didn't play great. He got a $300 million contract. He was upset that he didn't play in the Olympics. It wasn't just Steve Kerr. Also Eric Spoelstra, Jeff Van Gundy, Ty Lue were on that staff, and they won the gold medal. I don't want to hear disrespect. He can do whatever he wants to get himself going for the next season, and it worked because he's had a great year and he's going to finish 4th in the MVP, and that's going to be awesome. But I reject the disrespect card. I don't think anybody disrespects them. And I agree with Perk on this, though. I think the Celtics are far and away the favorite. When I see that that you can get a bet down with the Celtics, where the Thunder have a bigger favorite, I don't get that odds making, because the Western Conference is a way tougher run, and the Celtics have demonstrated that they are just going to be really hard to handle over a 7-game series. What you have to do against the Celtics is you have to switch and you have to make threes. The Cavs and the Thunder can do those things. They're both in the tops of the threes and three-point percentage. They both have flexible defense, although the Cavs aren't as well positioned. That's why they made the DeAndre Hunter trade.
I agree, Wendy. Perk, I hate to agree with you, but, looking at it, I think it's going to be hard for anybody, but I would give the Lakers an outside chance.
There's a surprise.
Because I wish I could be more definitive. But I think if LeBron is healthy, Luka is healthy, because you're going to have to score. Because the one thing the Celtics can do, they get up a lot of threes, but they can score. They can score a bunch of points. And now that they got Porzingis back, here's the guy that can protect the rim. You got on-ball defenders like Derek White. You got an on-ball defender like Holiday. So they can defend at an elite level. And Jaylen Brown, we saw what Jaylen did to Luka last year. So they have 4 guys that are in the starting lineup. And then you bring Big Al. If he's not a starter, you can bring Big Al Horford off the bench, and he can protect the paint, and he can defend. So they do switch everything. But I think the Lakers, with the 3 primary ball handlers, Luka, AR, and LeBron, I think they can score. My question is, can they defend at a high enough level? Because, JB and JT, everything runs through them. Those guys can go off and get you 30 apiece. And now you get Porzingis, who's 7'3". He can chip in and give you 25. And as you mentioned, that's the thing that concerns me. Boston bench, you know what they're going to give you. I'm unsure, because sometimes Doe might give you 6 threes, he might give you none. Sometimes Gabe Vincent might give you 5 to 6 threes. Sometimes he might give you 0 to 2. So we're not really sure what we're going to get from our bench. You know exactly what you're going to get from the Boston Celtics. And I agree with you, Perk. Peyton Pritchard should be 6th Man of the Year. I don't even really know what the debate is. It really shouldn't be close, because the guy that can come off the bench and give you 40, or he can start and give you 25, 30, yeah, he's the 6th Man of the Year for me. But it's going to be tough for anybody, even if it's okay, even if it's not the Lakers. OKC, I think OKC could probably go get maybe 2 games off him, Perk.
All right, I got to hit the top of the hour. Windy, you're lucky because I want to push back on the sentiment that it wasn't disrespectful that Jason Tatum was on the bench during the Olympics and the disrespect toward them and the Celtics. So we got some more meat on the bone for that. We'll dive into that one another day. But I got to hit the top of the hour and top of the morning. Perk. Guys, we really are all blue today. Okay, we're all on the same page. We'll get to more important things, though. How important is tonight's game for the Lakers, Perk?
Oh, very important. Very important. I know they're not ducking no smoke. I know not after one game. I need to see them
we
do
done
it
did
again.
what we needed to do.
Right, and we need to see them do it again. We need to do it. Need to see them do it
In the playoffs.
again. I know. The playoffs right around the corner. And I know you heard the post-game interview by LeBron James when he was addressing or talking about Oklahoma City and saying, hey, they know who they are. They have an identity. We're still trying to find our identity. How do you find that? By actually playing the game of basketball and getting reps in. Find to see how can you be more consistent on the defensive side of things. The postseason is right around the corner. You should be sharpening your knives at this moment. I don't want to hear about resting because you're going back to Dallas tomorrow. No, you play back-to-backs right now. Kawhi Leonard played a back-to-back. What's the difference? You go in, you make
Hell, he done missed the last 3 years. He should.
And you really about that life. You go in, you make a statement. It's very important for the Lakers to play tonight. Very important for the whole.
Did we make a statement on Sunday? Because that's not what you said the other day. 27 points. We got you talking about they got to do it again. I want to see them run it back. No, we slapped your face and we went on about our business. We getting ready for Dallas. Dallas. We're not playing back-to-back. We're going to put our G League team out there. Don't you worry about us, Kendrick Perkins. Our knives are sharp because you saw what we did to OKC. 27 points. Oh, they got a lockdown defense. Stephen A., what did you say about where they rank in steals, in field goal percentage, three-point percentage, deflections, all that, and we went there and put foots in you in your crib. Now, we're not playing tonight, and I don't care how much you try to hype it up. We getting ready for Wednesday and Friday, and that's the end of it. When to take off?
Wait, hold on. Windy, before you go, I just want to be clear on one thing, and I like that we're using the word we a lot there, Shannon. Perk, do you believe that the Lakers could take OKC in a 7-game series?
First of all, Molly, they have to get to OKC to get to a 7 games. It is not just about OKC. It's about finding it through the rest of the remaining of the regular season.
Wendy, unpack this for us. Where are you on all this?
Perk, in principle, I agree with you. However, the Lakers actually have earned the ability to let tonight go. And I don't think it's some sort of psychological thing like I'm sure Shannon would say if he were still connected to us. They've done a great job with two things. One, they're in unbelievable position with tiebreakers. They are the kings of the tiebreakers in the Western Conference. We look at this logjam. The Lakers can sit on top of all of it and say, we got it. They have the individual tiebreakers with all of the teams below them. They've got the tiebreaker with the Nuggets. They got the tiebreaker with the Clippers. They got the tiebreaker with the Warriors. They got the tiebreaker with the Timberwolves. They got the tiebreaker with the Grizzlies individually. If they were to tie with any of those teams, their head-to-head performance and, most importantly, their performance in their division, because I know that divisions don't matter. I'm not even sure if you were more than a casual fan, you could even name who was in the Pacific Division. But because the Lakers are on top of the Pacific Division, they get the secondary tiebreaker. So even though we look at them and see they have a 2-game lead, the reality is it's a 3-game lead because they've got the tiebreakers. Now, if everybody ties, the individual tiebreakers don't matter as much. The head-to-head record against the whole group matters. But obviously the Lakers have performed so well against all those teams that they have the tiebreaker in that whole group. No matter which conglomeration of those teams might tie, the Lakers would tie. So what I'm saying, Perk,